The Time Looped Bookstore. Once upon a misty, rain-soaked evening in the heart of a small, quaint town there existed a bookstore known as Chronorid's. A mysterious aura surrounded it as tales of the shop, being a portal through time and space whispered through the locals. Eleanor, a young writer seeking inspiration, stepped into the store one gloomy afternoon. She was greeted by the ancient owner, Ashford, who possessed an air of wisdom and mystery. "Welcome to Chronorid's," he said, his voice like a soft melody. "May I help you find something particular, or are you merely browsing?" "Something unusual, perhaps," Eleanor replied. She was drawn to a dusty tome with no title on the spine, bound in worn leather. It looked centuries old. She pulled it from the shelf and opened it, revealing blank pages. "This is a very special book," Ashford said. "It's not your typical reading material. It's a chronicle of times past and times yet to come. Write a query, and it will answer." Intrigued, Eleanor wrote, "How can I find the inspiration to complete my novel?" She closed the book and reopened it. Words began to appear, as if ink flowed from an invisible pen. The answer appeared, "Look to the past." Eleanor followed the cryptic advice, delving into books about historical mysteries and ancient civilizations. Days passed as she gathered information, her novel slowly taking form. Yet, the deeper she delved, the more she felt as if she had transcended time itself. One rainy night, Eleanor awoke to find the bookstore bathed in an eerie, otherworldly light. As she ventured outside, she realized she had been transported to a bygone era. The very air seemed different, the surroundings foreign. She was in the midst of the historical events she had researched. Panicked, she returned to the bookstore, finding Ashford waiting with a knowing smile. "You've stepped into the past, my dear," he said. "But you must complete your journey before you can return." For years, Eleanor traveled through time, documenting her adventures and stories, gaining inspiration beyond her wildest dreams. Eventually, she reached the final chapter of her novel, echoing her own life's journey. The moment she typed the last word, the world around her wavered. Eleanor was back in the present, the bookstore's shelves filled with her completed novel, the chronicle of her time-traveling tales. She left the store, the novel in hand, forever changed by her extraordinary experiences. As she walked away, she noticed another person entering the store, ready to embark on their own time-looped adventure. Chronorid's, she mused, a place where stories and time itself intertwine, each chapter an unending mystery, and a mystical bookstore existing beyond the confines of time continued to welcome new souls seeking inspiration and adventure. As Eleanor's story came to a close, viewers were left with the lingering sense that the mysteries of Chronorid's would endure, as long as there were those willing to step through its doors and into the unknown.